Hey, what's going on, guys?
This is SCF0320 and Alicia, and we are here for a review.
Representing JBS.
Yes, we're here for a review for Jessica Jones Season 2, Episode 1.
So, Jessica Jones is back, you guys. One of the things, I guess, from the opening of the episode, it's apparent that Jessica's trying to get back into the lifestyle that she had before, being a PI, being a private detective, but knowing like how her clientele is going to be. But the problem is now people look at her as a superhero
vigilante, what they call her.
So it's like they look at her like, you have superpowers, deal with this way. And one of the problems that she's been having emotionally is the fact that she did kill Kilgrave, and she sees herself as a murderer, but it's an underlying problem there because I guess it was like a 20-day gap in her mind after she had her accident, after she lost her family, that she doesn't remember. All she remembers coming out of it is with powers. And so then you go to Trish, she's trying to do her own thing.
Trish, you know what? Even in Season 1, Trish did too much, and she is right back to her old Team Too Much Trish.
Right when I thought I liked her. I liked her.
As a matter of fact, I'm going to call her Team Too Much Trish. Okay, that's her name.
She's a wildcat.
What?
They know what I'm talking about. Anywho, good.
Anyway, so she's Team Too Much. But I think this episode kind of set up like the tone of the season. Well, not even the tone. It kind of lets you know what the season's about, so you know that, you know, this is going to be exploring like how Jessica Jones became Jessica Jones. Yeah. And it's really crazy because there's this one guy that comes in, Wizard.
Oh.
And it's like, it's so funny because when you first meet Wizard, you're like, this man is crazy. But Wizard kind of lets you know where everything is headed. Like, Wizard is a wake-up call that she needs that she don't even know until it's too late, which is crazy.
Yeah, that was some craziness. I was kind of like, what if this guy really isn't crazy?
Yeah,
so,
he's not. So, here we go.
And it was funny because at the beginning of the episode, I was kind of like, man, this don't really feel as good as the first season. I was kind of like, where is this really going? And then after a certain point, it just picked up. And I was just like, there you go, Kristen Ritter, you show your acting chops. But by the end of the episode, I was like...
But I mean, to be fair, and this is just my thoughts. Jessica Jones Season 1, Episode 1, wasn't that...
I mean,
like, for me, Jessica Jones Season 1 got great. Episode 3.
Yeah.
So I kind of know, like, with Jessica Jones, even with the first season, like, the first season, you spent the first 2 episodes trying to understand, first off, why she always sit down and say these street names. Like, you kind of trying to figure out how she got here. And then it's like, so I'm kind of like, because I know that about Jessica Jones, the first season, and kind of because I've noticed that with Punisher, and with Daredevil, and with Luke Cage, and with Defenders, and with Iron Fist, which Iron Fist didn't really pick up ever, but you know, with Season 2, high hopes. But you know, for the most part, the rest of them, like, they were like, the first 2 was a slow burn until you kind of got to what are we doing here. Yeah. So I'm fully committed to 3 episodes off rip.
Yeah, like it was a midway point. At a certain point, I was like, okay, they're not really gonna hold back. They're gonna keep exploring what it means for Jessica to really explore who she is, and she's been trying to figure that out since the first episode. And in the Defenders show, she started acting as a hero, even though she didn't want to. So this is going to be interesting, defining season that I'm thinking. But first episode was pretty good. If I had to give it a number, I'd give it an 8.5 out of 10. It actually serviced the character. Only problem I had was Trish. But there's somebody following Trish that I don't think it's the guy. It's 2 different people following other people. The Wizard was having his one situation, and Jessica found out something towards the end of the episode, but I could have sworn that I saw Trish's ex-boyfriend, but I guess we'll see. We'll talk about that later. Hope y'all enjoy this review.
Keep it locked.
JBS.
We're not going to stop unless these allergies make me sneeze, then I'm going to have to snap.
And whoop. Peace, guys.